Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup, but I'm going to be featuring the new Colourpop Orange You Glad eyeshadow palette. I am really excited about this. I feel like I've made a video on all the colorful palettes they've released, so I definitely can't skip one. So without further ado, let's start off with the face and let's get into the video. Did you guys hear that bell? Mia's learning to hit a bell every time she has to go outside to go potty, except she likes to hit the bell when she just wants to go outside to stare at me and do nothing. So for my concealer, I'm going to be going into the Stila One Step Correct. I opened a brand new package because I finished my old one. I absolutely love this stuff. Okay, it has like different colors in it, so it's going to kind of like correct your skin. I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter and I'm going to apply this all over my face so we have like a really nice glow going on. I'm just going to go ahead and blend this all out with a brush. The skin is nice and glowy. Now I'm going to go into foundation. This is the Revlon Candid in the shade 150. I honestly hadn't ever heard anything about this foundation. I was just in Target one day and I was like, that looks interesting. So I bought it. And ever since, I have been low-key obsessed with it. I think it's such a good foundation. It just looks really nice on my skin. It lasts a really long time. It just, I don't know, I really like it. The shade of the foundation is honestly not that bad either, especially for like a drugstore foundation. It's not a perfect match, but it works well. I've also been really liking the matching concealer. I have the shade 005 and I apply this basically under my eyes, my T-zone to brighten, and any blemish I have. I forgot to say what I was doing, but lately I've been really liking using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Honey to kind of like warm up my skin. Not really contour, but just like add warmth. I like to go into my foundation brush just because there's usually a little bit of product left on it, so it's not as overwhelming to blend out, you know, like a darker shade. It kind of like blends a little easier. Before I set my face, I think I'm going to try one of these Cosmetics like liquid cream blushes. I've never tried these and the packaging alone is just so pretty. I think I'm going to use this shade. It looks very user-friendly. It's in the color Rose Milk. The applicator on this is like a little dropper. I think I'm going to put it on a brush, stipple it on my cheek, and then maybe blend it out with a sponge. I'm going in with about that much because I really don't know how pigmented these are. Oh, I like the color. It's not super overwhelming. Wow, that looks so pretty. Do you like see the glow it's giving? It's a lot more sheer and liquidy than I thought it was gonna be, but it's really nice. I'm very happy with this. If I was the kind of girl who didn't set her face, which I really wish I was, this is amazing, but I have to put powder on top of this, but we will see how it is with powder on top. And on that note, let's get into some powder. This is the Elcie Light to Medium Translucent Powder. I've really been liking this. It's kind of like a new powder I'm testing out, and so far, so good. Skin is looking good. I can't say that I see so much blush peeking through, but I think it's because I chose like a really natural shade to go with in the first place. But it didn't do anything weird. It's set like really normal on top of it, so I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna test the other colors out because I actually really did like it a lot. Now I'm gonna go into the Elcie Setting Powder in the shade Light. I've also been loving this. If I mix all the shades together, it's a little dark for me, but I really like warming up my skin with this. I'm like this first shade for my whole face, and I really hope that they come out with pressed powders that are like one color because I really do love the formula of this a lot. So before I swirl my whole brush in it, I like to just take like this first two shades and just kind of dust that underneath my eyes, my T-zone, anywhere I want to brighten, because it really does an amazing job. And it just makes my skin look really smooth. And now we swirl. And I'm going to use this to just warm up my skin. It's like a really nice natural tone. I am going to still take a little bit of bronzer. This is the Kylie Cosmetics Toasty bronzer. And I'm going to just apply a little bit of this just because like I want a really bronzy, warm look today. My blush, I'm taking the Kylie Close to Perfect blush. I absolutely love this color. It's like a very nice matte, natural shade. I feel like it just goes with like every look. It's perfection, just like the name, close to perfect. For my highlighter, I'm gonna go into the Elcie Highlight in the shade Soul. My god, look how beautiful that is. I haven't used this in a little bit, so kind of want to go back to it. Just was really looking for a nice golden highlight. Oh, that is gorgeous. Praise Jesus. Now let's move on to the eyebrows. I'm using the Cosmetics Fine Liner Brow Pencil in Deep Taupe, and I'm gonna go into the Milk Makeup Kush Brow Gel in the shade Haze. use this all the time. Doing my brows has become one of my least favorite steps. I mean, it really makes a difference and I love a nice fixed brow, but just doing it is like so tedious and boring. Crusty lips are not cute, so I'm just applying a little bit of the new Jouer Essential Lip Enhancer Shine Balm in Natural, which is just sheer. Oh my god, these feel so good. I can just sit here and do this all day. Alright, it's time for the eyes. I'm very excited. Let me zoom you guys in and let's get started. I'm going to start off with the shade Zested. I don't know if this is going to be light enough to put on my brow bone, so I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just kind of pop that into my crease. Yeah, that's definitely not a brow bone shade for me. It's kind of like a orange sickle creamy peach color. It's really pretty though. It's a really nice transition shade. I'm going to go into this really bright orange color. It's called Sunkissed. I'm so excited. Like, if we're going orange, we're gonna go hard. I'm not really concentrating anything yet. I'm just kind of like diffusing these colors out. I'm gonna mix these two shades together and I'm gonna pop this into the crease, kind of like building up the intensity of it. Definitely feel like you could probably create a more natural look with this palette too, because there are really pretty soft peachy colors and like a nice brown in here. So do not be alarmed. I just want to go like full force with the orange today. Going back to my really big fluffy brush and I'm just getting everything nice and blended out. I'm going to take a little bit of this brown color. It's called Ya Peel Me. And I'm going to put a little bit in my crease just to kind of deepen it up. Oh, okay. So good news is it's not really taking away from the orange. But as you can tell, it kind of like made it a little bit deeper, which is what I was going for. So Colourpop launched a strawberry collection right after this orange palette, and they have a jelly matte shadow in the strawberry collection that I think would look so pretty on the lids with this look. So I'm going to take the shade Strawberry Jam Jelly Matte Shadow with a little flat Colourpop brush here, and I'm just going to pop this all over my lid. Oh, I love this so much. Oh, but it doesn't stop there. There's also a little eyeshadow quad that came with the orange collection, and there's a Super Shock shadow in the shade Flipper. This shade has been out before and I love this color. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this and press this right on top of the Jelly Matte shadow. I'm really quickly going to add some shadow to my little lash line. I'm basically going to use the same mattes that I used on top of my eye. For my liner, I was thinking of using the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Puppy. I don't know if this is going to show up on my eye with this much orange, but I really want to try. I also want to put it in my waterline, so let's experiment. So here's the finished eye look. The liner worked. It was okay, but I actually went in a little bit with Sunkissed and kind of pressed that on top just to make it a little bit brighter, but I think it actually looks pretty cool. And then I added some mascara, and that is the eye look. So lastly, to finish off the look, we have the lips, and what goes with a bunch of orange? Possibly more orange. I'm gonna line my lips with the Colourpop Lippy Pencil in Absolute Zero, and then I'm gonna go over top with the So Juicy Plumping Gloss in Vava Voom. This actually launched with this orange collection, so we're gonna have a lot of orange. Alright, and that finishes off this orange look. I think it looks really cool. I really love these palettes from Colourpop because they kind of like challenge me to do these really fun monochromatic looks, and I'm here for it. I think Mia really likes it too. Mia, do you like my eyes? Do you like my eyes, Mia? No comment? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. As usual, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Instagram, MAKEUPBYJESI. Also, if you have not already subscribed, please do so before you go. And also hit that little bell so you are notified every time I post a new video. With all that said, I will see you guys in my next one. Say bye, Mia. Bye, guys.